Witness the rise of a legend, let's talk about the new Red Sonja film. As this is a reboot to a film that I believe released in the 80s. As it's about a comic book character that used to be written by Marvel but then became part of Dynamite Entertainment, I believe. As with this film, it's about this young girl who rises from the ashes of tragedy to become the most feared warrior woman of all time. The Sea Devil with a sword. And I got to say, with this film, it was pretty awesome. We do see Matilda Lutz in the main role as Red Sonja, and I thought she was great. She kicked a lot of butt, had great fight scenes. Pretty cool to see her covered in blood, kicking ass. That was awesome. And the rest of the supporting cast, I think they did good for the most part. I do think that I could have done more with some of the side characters. But with how this film is, it does have pretty good action, some brutal moments, and a very interesting story, a very interesting mystery, lore behind all this. And I know with this film, it was stuck in development hell for many years. Many directors came on and left. And now we got this, which I believe it had like 1 day in theaters before it was released on digital weeks later. And I have to say, this was pretty entertaining. Like I mentioned with the fight scenes, they were pretty good for the most part. But with this film, unfortunately, it didn't really have the budget. So yeah, there are special effects in here that don't really look too good. But at least this film tried with what they were given, and I respect that. I will say I wasn't really too crazy for the antagonist. It did have some predictable cliche moments, but at the same time, with how the character is and just with the action, that is what made this film pretty entertaining for me. It is a bit cheesy, but yet it is pretty fun. I do think that this film could have been better, but it is one that they tried, and I respect that. Matilda, she was great in the role, and I do wish that we could see more of her in the role in the future. I don't know if this will ever get a sequel, but if it does, that would be cool. I gotta say, with Red Sonja, while it did have some dull moments, it was one that was still pretty entertaining and fire at the same time. The character is pretty cool, kicked a lot of butt, and that was entertaining. The action scenes were entertaining, and I do believe that Matilda Lutz did do a good job playing the character. But have you seen Red Sonja? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.